Hi guys, so welcome to Popplet. This is where you'll be doing part B of your web design, and this is where you create a sitemap. So you do have to log in. I created an account. That's why it says log out up here. It will not save your Popplet if you do not log in. Very important. Secondly, if you already have a Popplet account and you're logging in, you have them here, you'll have to create a new account because you can only create one Popplet. So as you see, I have one I've started. When I click on this, it says I can only have one free Popplet. This is new. They must have added this, so they have a paywall now, and you have to subscribe. So I don't want you to do that, but I do want you to use create a new one and have no others in here. So that would be the idea. This is a toolbar. This is also new, something they didn't have before. So it looks like I can add voice recording. I'm going to move this so I can see what it says. Yep, so I can add voice recording. I can use pen, add rectangles and stickers, erasers, etc. So it's just a productivity or creativity tool. I'm not going to focus on the toolbar, and your Popplet your guide might look a little bit different. That's why I'm creating the video. So when I click on this Popplet, I have basically one thing started. I'm just going to close that, and I'm going to close this. So Popplet is basically like a giant canvas. When I hold my left click my mouse and hold it down, I'm basically moving all over the place. So to create a Popplet, I can use this menu, which is tedious, to make a new Popple. They're called the little boxes, copy, etc. I'm just going to double click, and I've got a new one. And of course, if this is a sitemap, I'm going to call this my home page, just to give you an example. Now, lots of bells and whistles on this, but really the ones you have to worry about is this one, is basically a resizer. So if I click and hold it, I can make this as big or as small as I want. Okay. Remember, it should be distinct, as your home page should be the biggest thing on your Popplet. So that would be important. You hold left click inside the Popple to move it around. Okay. It's a little tricky at first to get used to. The other thing you should know is you can adjust this Popplet here. I can change my color to blue. I can change my font. I can change my justification. I can draw inside here with color. Just anything. Right? And then clear or remove. I can add a picture, upload anything, link, video from Vimeo or YouTube, or remove it. We won't really need that unless you guys really want to. That's fine with me. Now you have to visualize your sitemap. So I'm not going to use this, so I'm going to push this away. You are moving this around by holding the screen again, left click, and moving it around. So get that in a spot where you can kind of elaborate from there. If you need more room, the idea is to use your mouse wheel to zoom in and out, okay? Oh, I put it too high. There we go. So use your mouse wheel to zoom in and out. And the idea here is to drag from there and drop. If you want to keep the same color, this is how you will expand your Popplet. Okay. And I'm in too far, so I'm going to zoom out. I would grab that again and drag it over here for another, say this is my main page menus. At the very top of the page, if I'm going to have different pages. All right. And if I didn't want to keep the same, actually didn't keep the same color this time, I guess that's changed too. So I can change the color here because this is a different aspect. I'm going to change it to a different color. So every time I switcheroo, I'm going to change it. And try to think like I'm aligning this with the corner. If I only had 3, right, that would fit properly. So I'm going to go back to this one just for aesthetics and make sure it's aligned. Make sure that's straight, right? Now, if I created one down here, I can easily connect it by dragging that small dot up to the one above it. Okay, and this would be used if I, let's say, had drop-down menus, right? I might create it this way. Drop-down menus, etc., etc. So I would just pull them down from there. If I don't like the name plate, I can come back here and hide name badges. The other aspect is if I am using, let's say, buttons like we're using on our homepage of our website at school, I might put them off to the side. So I might grab that, and it won't let me. I would put them off to the side anyways. You get the idea. I would create them over here maybe. I'm in the menu strip, so I can't do it. But anyway, the idea is that you would put it off to the side. So let's say that this page linked to an external website. I might put it that way. And then I might do the drop-down menus as normal so that I could show that there's an external link different from a drop-down menu. So this is an external link over here. I might color it like red and bright so it's obvious. These, maybe this is the same page or on the same page or a sub-menu. So maybe I keep them the same. And then maybe because this is a different sub-menu, I would make it orange and keep these orange. Okay, and so on and so on. So you design it. Again, I would say you type into everything. You need to describe it. Use these pages to kind of write in, this is what this page is going to be. This is what this is going to be. Maybe even include the link you're going to include in your build in there by using this function and uploading or adding a URL, just so that you get a good visual. Do not pull your homepage up where I put it. Mine's way too far up. But the idea is to work below this zoom bar and all this line across here, down here, expand, move it around. There we go. That's better. Now I'll be able to do it. So play around in here, be creative. And every time you click on that button, it actually expands it too. That's new. Be creative, play around with it, make it look good. And when you're ready to share it, that's a whole other feature. I'll show you here. When you're done in here, you're going to come over here to share. Make sure that Make Popplet Public is selected, right? I actually think that's public. This toggle with the internet, and private would be locked. Okay, so make sure it's public. If you don't want to make it public for any particular reason, make it private and add my email. Make sure it's spelled properly. Okay, and if you do make it public, that's fine too. You can say copy, and that copies this link for social, and then you would paste that back into your Part B assignment box at the very top where it says to paste your Popplet URL. Okay, and that lets me look at it and evaluate it. When you're done the Popplet, you paste that in and you submit this. So if you're looking for some creativity and a break from the writing, you can come in here and play around in here too. Make sure you create an account. Make sure you share it properly and enjoy it. Have fun.